Hello everyone, Jamie Havican here for the Love Consciousness Network. I'd like to say thank you to everybody here at the network and to all of you, our listeners, for welcoming me and letting me introduce myself to you. I am a radio show host of Florida UFO Radio at FloridaUFORadio.com. I am also a ufology researcher. I had my first UFO encounter, true UFO encounter, in 2008 after seeing a plasma ball here in southwest Florida on the Gulf of Mexico between Tampa and Fort Myers. That's what led me into this field and led me to start researching. And from that, I started the radio show, and a year and a half later, here we are. Now, my spot on this network is going to be to cover UFO news, and that's what I want to do here in my intro video. Now, there's been a lot of stuff going on here recently, especially the X conference, which started this Friday and runs through Monday. Now, the X conference, this is the 6th annual X conference. It's being held this year for the first time at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. These conferences cost a lot of money to put together and operate. They were expecting at least 200 people to break even on their expenses, but only 73 people showed up. So Mr. Bassett is banking on the web cast to pay for the rest. Now, it's not too late to watch it. It's still streaming and will stream through Monday. And the archives of it will only be available, the only place you'll ever see them is on the site for 2 weeks after the conference ends. It's only $24. You can find out more information by going to x-conference.com. And I mean, this is an annual event with big names like George Norrie, Linda Moulton Howe, Stephen Bassett, and many other great speakers. Philip Hazley, Philip Hoyle, a lot of great people. So check it out. This is where our information comes from. This is the top of the ladder as far as getting information out there in the UFO world. We're trying to move forward with disclosure and end the truth embargo and find out the truth from our government. Other news that I want to tell you about is Future Theater Radio. Future Theater Radio is run by Bill Burns from UFO Hunters and his wife, Nancy Burns, who runs UFO Magazine. Their show is simply amazing. They started just a little over a month ago. Since then, they have done 5 shows, and each one is just amazing. Their show airs live Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. To listen, you can go to futuretheater.com. They have amazing guests on, and it's just a huge smash hit, and I'm glad to be a part of this. I'm going to be able to look back in a few years and say, wow, I was a part of that show when it started, and Bill and Nancy are friends of mine. So definitely check out their shows. You can go there right now and listen to the archives. Amazing stuff. Other news going on in this field is they've been finding micrometeorites in the Antarctic. They've been doing scientific expeditions, and they've been digging down in the snow to go back hundreds of thousands of years, sometimes even millions of years. And they found these micrometeorites actually contain carbon elements, which are the building blocks of life. Now they're theorizing and testing that all life form came to Earth via meteorites, comets, and that theory is known as panspermia. It's been around for quite a while, And we're just now starting to get scientific proof to prove that is the case, or at least it could be the case. And other news, just the last story I'm going to touch on, is Stephen Hawking's Into the Universe with Stephen Hawking has been getting a lot of attention lately, talking about extraterrestrial life, how he would warn us against trying to contact these extraterrestrials because it could much be like when when we came to North America and the Native Americans, it didn't turn out good for them. So he's warning us against that. But a lot of people do not agree with it. So there's been a lot of talk. And one other thing, Ancient Aliens, the series, is on History Channel every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time or 8 p.m. your local time. Check that out. I'd like to thank everybody here at the Love Consciousness Network for welcoming me. I'll see you next time, next week on the show. This is Jamie Havican with FloridaUFORadio.com. Take care.